Hello, the YouTuber's dead. I'm doing a Amazoness profile deck update. As you can see, I finally got an Amazoness Queen. She's at 24 attack and she's a level 6, and her effect is Amazoness monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle, including herself. And I have 3 Amazoness Paladins. She's pretty much the beat stick of the game, or of the Amazoness deck. So when there's an Amazoness monster in the field, she goes up by 100 points, including herself. So if you have her on the field and her effect works on herself, and she will be at 19, or at 18, my bad. Have 2 Amazon Swordswomen, shiny ones. Her effect is the opponent takes all battle damage that you would take. So let's say if your opponent's monster is at 2,000 attack and since he's at 15, your opponent will take the 500, and if you have Amazoness Queen on the field and your opponent attacks her, your opponent will take the damage, but she would still stay on the field. So my camera's starting to mess up. Oh, see what I mean? Yeah. Phew. Sorry about that, I'm making you guys sick. Here I have 2 Amazoness Chainmasters. Pretty much her effect is it's one of the older edition cards. It's a long effect, but I'll pretty much shorten it. So if she gets destroyed by battle, you can pay 1,500 life points to choose one monster from your opponent's hand and add it to yours. Pretty much what it does. 15 attack, 15 defense. Have 2 Amazoness Fighters. Pretty much if your opponent attacks, you take no battle damage. It's like Amazoness Swordswoman, but you take no damage, and she's at 15. And I have an Amazoness Archer. Her effect is pretty much you contribute 2 monsters on the field and inflict 500 points of damage. So if you have 5 monsters on the field and her, you contribute like 4 monsters to deal a bunch of damage. It's good if you also a person who uses tokens or cards, you can also use that cards like Scapegoat or tokens and use her effect. Pretty good. Amazon Sage. If this card attacks, select one spell trap card your opponent controls at the end of the damage step gets destroyed. Good card for getting rid of back roll. Have 2 Amazon Scout. Oh, I had 2 Amazon Scouts. Where did the other one go? But I have 2 of them. Her effect is during either player's turn, you contribute this card. If you do during this turn, face of Amazon monsters you control cannot be targeted by monsters' effects and cannot be destroyed by the effects of spells, traps, or monster effects. Good. I would suggest on using 2 because it can get a little bit cloggy and they're low attack. You don't want to get dead draw. I have a Fortune Lady. Or you're probably wondering why I have one. It's she's like another Amazon Queen. I'm gonna take her out, but her effect is she gains 400 attack times her level, and each level she goes up, she gains 400, and she starts at 24. So if you summon her next during your next turn, she'll be at 28, and each time she goes up a level, you also inflict damage. Good card. And have Witch of the Black Rose, 2 of them. You're probably wondering why I have this card. It's for bills. Since I don't have no summoner monks in this deck, her effect really doesn't matter. But if you guys don't know her effect, I'll read it. This card cannot be special summoned, period. When this card is normal summoned while you control no cards, draw 1 card, and if you do, reveal it. If the card you draw is a non-monster card, send it to the grave and destroy this card. So let's say if you draw this card first, then you have like a trap card or sorry about this, let me just fix my camera. So if you draw her first, and let's say you draw a trap card or something, what you want to do is you want to set the trap card, then summon her, because you don't want to use her effect and destroy herself. So I would set the trap card first, then summon her. DD Warrior Lady. If a monster attacks this card, you can use her effect and banish both if she attacks. And I have 2 Warrior Lady of the Wastelands. Pretty much she's a searcher. She gets destroyed. I could special summon 1 Earth War type monster, 1500 less attack from my deck in face of attack position. Now we'll move on to the spell cards here. I have 2 Amazoness Villages. I always get 3, but I was gonna order 1. Amazoness Village effect is all face of Amazon monster on the field, getting 200 attack once per turn. When Amazon's monster is destroyed by battle by card effects into the graveyard, you can special summon Amazon's monster from your deck with a level less than or equal to the destroyed Amazon's monster. Okay, most people on YouTube says so if you activate a Mirror Force and all your Amazon's monsters get destroyed, you can special summon 5 more of them. You can't, because it says you can only special summon 1 Amazon's monster. So let's say if you have 5 Amazon's monsters on your field and you attack and so activate a Mirror Force, with Amazon's Village effect you can only special summon 1 Amazon monster. So just to clear things up, have two Amazon spellcasters. Pretty much what it does, if you have an Amazon's monster on the field and your opponent controls a monster, you can swap the attack. Let's say if your opponent's monster is at 28 and your monster is at 13, you can play Amazon spellcaster, switch the attack around. Now your monster's at 28 and your opponent's is at 13. Good card for getting rev cards. And I have two forbidden dresses. Really good card. I would suggest on getting your hands on one of these. They're really good. I have the originals. And also two secret gold ones. Its effect is target one face-up monster on the field until the end phase. That target loses 600 attack but cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. It's a nice card. Have two MSTs. Destroy one spell trap card in the field. Have one reinforcement of the army. Add one level 4 low warrior type monster from your deck to your hand. Gold rare if you guys can see it. One warrior returning alive. Add one warrior type monster from your graveyard to your hand. It's pretty much like a what is that? It's kind of like Monster Reborn, except Monster Reincarnation. It's kind of like that, except you don't have to discard a card down and back to your hand. So if you have a warrior deck and you have what is that? Monster Reincarnation, I would suggest on using warrior return alive. It does the same effect except you don't discard one. One lightning vortex. One dark hole. Now getting on the traps. I have two queen's pawns. You know, its effect is when an Amazon's monster attacks and destroys a monster your opponent controls, you know you can special summon Amazon's monster. And you can use its effect during the battle phase. Dimensional prisons, two dimensional prisons, two magic cylinders, two duck bribes. It can negate the activation and the effect of a spell or trap card, and your opponent draws one card. A bottomless trap hole, one torrential tribute, a mirror force, and Ghost of a Grudge. Pretty much if your opponent has 8 or more cards in the graveyard, you can activate this card and make all of your opponent's attack monsters go to 0. Good card. Now I'm gonna get onto my extra deck. Oh, there's the second one. And then we come over here. I see we have Bills. Requires a Dark Tuner. Cannot be destroyed by battle by card effects. And if someone would activate like a magic cylinder on it, he would gain the attack. Colossal Fighter. Heroic Champion. Can't pronounce his last name. Kaiza Miji or whatever it is. 25. A Heroic Champion Gaiva. Again, it's an ultimate rare. And Ghost rare. Heroic Champion Excalibur. And 2 Blade Armor Ninjas. Well, thank you guys for watching. You know, that's about it. First video. If you guys want me to do any more videos, anime unboxings, comment below. And thank you guys for watching. Leave your comments below. Thank you for watching. Have a good day, I guess. Peace.